Hi, we'll be doing distant angelic Reiki healing, clearing the energies. My gorgeous Palo Santo. I have my cat sat behind me again. She just wants to be really close to me. Bless her little soul. So some gorgeous cat energies going on as well, which is absolutely magical. Was guided to do, just moving that out of the way, my other crystals. I was guided to do this distant angelic Reiki healing to connect with the sacral chakra. And when I was just getting organised to come on and do this healing, I connected with specifically of healing the womb. So that's quite interesting because, as I was saying in my previous video, the card of the day, and I did a little bit of healing for the solar plexus, the sacral chakra and the root chakra. And what was interesting for me is when I went off and did my blessing beside the sea, and on my way back I felt, just doing that little healing for those chakras, I felt that it helped me as well, because I've been experiencing feeling uncomfortable in my tummy, moon time just coming to the end, and I don't usually feel like that, so I'm okay now. So it's just amazing what healing can do. But what I'm trying to say is, when I was getting organised, because I want to do a card pull after here, I've got all sorts of cards because I'm going to do some readings and some healing as well for other people a bit later on, is when I was deciding what cards to connect with, it came to me of healing the womb. So I don't know if that is connected to someone. I know with my personal experiences that I will say, when I think I was 15, and I was diagnosed with endometriosis, and I was put on the contraceptive pill. The pill that I was put on was called Marvelon, and about 15 years later, something like that, I overheard on the news that Marvelon had been taken off the market. So I was off it by then. I already had 3 children when I overheard that on the news. So that was quite interesting to hear that, because I was on that pill for some time, and that's what I was prescribed to help with endometriosis. And what I will say, what I was reminded of actually as well, when I think I was about 17, when I was about 17, randomly my sister and I, we saw this gypsy lady, reading palms and what have you, and she said to me that I would get a disease that would stop me from having children. So I think that maybe plays on my mind to a point. So I'm not going to disrespect palm readers or anyone else or this, that and the other, because she may have picked up to do with the endometriosis. And unfortunately, some women do have difficulties conceiving. And I was lucky, actually, and I have 3 children. So I don't know what that is, you know, why that's coming to me now to actually say that, because that was like years ago, do you know what I mean? And I just feel specifically, I mean, obviously this healing can also be for men. It doesn't necessarily have to be specifically only for women, but Spirit wanted me to share that of my experience with the endometriosis, and obviously, you know, that possibility of not being able to have children. And then I was able to have 3 children. So I don't know, that might be a message for someone, obviously in regards to the sacral chakra. So, but what I will say, earlier on I felt uncomfortable in my tummy, which is quite unusual for me. But I also feel what I'm picking up is there are certain energies and entities. It's quite interesting because of the titles that I've been guided to put in regards to every video that I've done to do with the chakras, if that makes sense, because there's a slight difference in the title, and that's for a reason, because Spirit guided me to do it that way. I will do it that way. But what I will say is that I am picking up on some energies that are trying to affect the womb. So this, just an angelic Reiki healing, I will connect with the sacral chakra, and obviously connecting with the womb, and clearing any energies or entities that are trying to attach, or if there's anyone that are also experiencing feeling uncomfortable in their tummy, man or woman. But when I was trying to figure out what card to do at the end, I just got connection to the womb. And then Spirit were like, well, you know, it would be good if I shared my experiences, obviously to do with endometriosis, and you know, that possibility of not being able to have children, but then I've gone on and had 3 beautiful healthy children. So I don't know, there might be a message for someone, but then I did pick up that there was some energies or entities trying to mess around with all of the chakras, like attachments, or trying to drain energy from the chakras as well. So obviously that's separate from the womb connections, I feel, because obviously with men, you know, they don't have a womb, but I'm still also picking up, even to do with men, that there's also something going on connecting with their sacral chakra as well. And I'm going to say it, and alright, people don't have to agree with me, but I connected with sex magic. Yeah. Whatever people decide to do in their relationships has got nothing to do with me. But just be mindful in regards to bringing other energies or anything else connected in that sort of way, because I've been dreaming about certain things going on, and my guides and spirit show me certain things, and you know, and as people know, you just need to say, look, I do not consent, I do not give permission for any of my chakras or my body or what have you to be used for that. Yeah, it's different if people give permission, but when people don't, then obviously that's not very good. Yeah, it's disrespectful, basically. Yeah. So there's a few things actually to do with the sacral chakra that my guides wanted me to connect with, which is interesting. Yeah. And as I say, look, if people consent and they have their relationships and this, that, and the other, you know, it's entirely up to them, but just don't do certain things and this, that, and the other without other people's consent and try and get into anyone else's chakras and try and take energy or sort of stuff from them, because they don't have permission. I keep saying this, and you know, I feel it's important because my guides want me to talk about it. So yeah, whatever people choose to do in this, that, and the other is entirely up to them. But if people are, for example, trying to do certain things in regards to people in that sort of way, then I would be very mindful, because we are in a time of karma, and some people are experiencing karma, and obviously, you know, people's bodies are theirs. So for some people to actually have respect that obviously their body is their body and other people's body is their body, basically, and not to cross the line. Yeah, not to cross the line, because it's just no. You know, yeah, everybody has a right to have their body how they wish to, and obviously give consent to what they wish to give consent to, if that makes sense. But I just feel people don't have to agree with me. I just feel that spirit really wanted me to connect with that. So, but I just hope that this helps. If there is any ladies that are experiencing with endometriosis or problems with their womb or what have you, I hope that this helps them. And obviously men, if they're having any experiences, my voice is starting to go, so there's certain energies they don't want me to talk about it. So usually when they don't want me to talk about it, that's when I do need to talk about it, if that makes sense. I just saw 144 there. I've been seeing that loads. 1444. Yeah. I've been seeing that loads, so we've can't even get my words out now. Numerology, but yeah, I just feel it's important, really, because just be respectful of each other. That's all I'm gonna say. Right, I have my beautiful citrine crystal. So this is connecting with the sacral chakra and bringing in some beautiful healing energies. When you are ready, take a deep breath in and out. Just connect with this beautiful distant angelic Reiki healing and this lovely citrine crystal. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open. I usually like to close my eyes. It's entirely up to you. When you are ready, take another deep breath in and out. I can hear the birds singing in my garden, which is absolutely magical. Really lovely. Nice and peaceful. Just focus on your sacral chakra and what this healing means to you, because everybody's different, you know. But just focus on what this beautiful healing means to you. When you are ready, take another deep breath in and out. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. I can feel that. Really lovely. Yeah, really lovely. I'm going to do one more, but this time, if there is anything that you may feel that you are holding onto within your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, sorry, got that on the brain. Now is the time to release it. So I'm going to do it after 3, actually. I'm going to count to 3. The power of 3 is absolutely beautiful. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in and out. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful healing energy for your sacral chakra. Maybe wearing the colour orange, eating orange food as well will be beneficial for you. Absolutely magical. Yeah, I'm going to do a card pull as well. I've got the sacred sites. Yeah, I'm going to connect with these cards. Oh my goodness, they're jumpy. Wow. Absolutely. Like, woo, they've all got something that they want to say. Okay, so I'm just always interested, like, what cards come out. The card is Mount Sinai. So that's interesting. So let's see what this card wishes to connect with today. It's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm just like, I found it. Mount Sinai, Egypt. Oh, I like that already. Ooh. Let's see, shall we? Wait. That was the wrong page. Oh my god, sometimes this is like trying to... I'm sure that was the right... Oh. So my mind just went off for a minute then, and then it does that and it comes back and I'm like, I'm meant to be focusing on something else. Okay. This site had a spiritual importance long before the I can't even pronounce this. Abrahamic religions staked their claim to it. On the card, the goddess Nephilis, protector of the dead, is seen witnessing worship to Apis, the bull god of strength, who represented a king's divine transition after death. When the Tau cross on the card is mounted with an oval rue, an ankh is formed, representing the astrological sign of Taurus the bull. The ankh here is wrapped in a snake, signifying Kundalini awakening. Moses turned a snake into a staff to lead his people out of slavery. Have you ever risked all to ensure your survival? Or did your parents, your grandparents, or even earlier ancestors? Wow, that's interesting. Or even earlier ancestors. Talk to elderly relatives and research your family tree. Your ancestors are your foundation, where you come from. They offer you a way of finding out about yourself. So that's interesting. So that's all connected to ancestral lineage. Yeah, that's interesting because I feel personally, because I've done a lot of ancestral lineage healing, it's very beneficial. So that's just interesting that that's come out actually. I'm always interested actually with what cards decide to come out as well. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit here as well. I've just found, consider carefully what you wish for. Would it really bring you a better life? For example, with the new job you wish for, make the most of your talents and attributes, as well as enabling you to live well. Or are you simply yearning for more money without considering the emotional or physical cost you would have to pay? Or the fact that you might need to compromise your principles in order to succeed? Be totally honest. I just found that bit there actually. You know, that's always interesting because I like to read from the book, but there's always something that catches my eye and I think, oh yeah, I'd like to read that out as well. So Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this distant angelic Reiki healing, and I will see you again soon. Look after yourselves.